going, guys? My name is Brandon, and welcome to Audio Addiction. We have Terraform with us, and they can say their names and what they do in the band.
Hey, I'm Jake. I do vocals in Terraform, and unfortunately, I'm the only one that's able to make it here this evening. But as kind of the not only the front man of the band, I also do a lot of like the in-house stuff as well, setting up interviews like this one, taking care of booking. We do have an agent, but I still kind of take a really active role and stuff like that. So I'm happy to be here and answering any questions that you may have this evening.
Awesome. So my first question, man, is how did you start Terraform? How did you get all your members?
Dude, it is honestly the craziest. Like, I've been playing music for quite some time, so I feel like I've heard, some quite a wide spectrum of band origin stories, if
Yeah.
you will. Oh,
Okay.
sorry about that.
That's all right.
But I think this one is an exceptionally strange one. What happened was, sorry about that. What happened was I was actually on tour with a band with my prior band, and we were on the road and we were rolling through Des Moines, Iowa.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and we were planning on stopping anyway. I don't know if you're familiar at all with the place called Zombie Burger.
I'm familiar with the place called Zombie Burger. Yes.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of one of those like really specific sort of places. Obviously, liking burgers is one
Yes.
thing you have, but it's all like horror movie themed
Yes.
food, and it's kind of a must stop for bands, I feel. Um, but we were going through there and we got a flat tire. We called up a friend of ours who came to help us out, who was in a different band at that time, and
Okay.
he said he showed up there. He's super awesome, more than happy to help us out. And he goes, "Hey man, I'm working on some new stuff. It's a little bit different than what I'm playing. Would you like to check it out?" And we were just changing a tire, so I was like, "Yeah, that's awesome. Put it on. We're not doing anything else. This would be a great time to listen to some music." And I was honestly, even from the beginning, I was very impressed with what it was. And I said, "Yeah, we should definitely, do something sometime. Once you get your band up and running,
Absolutely.
we should do some touring and playing some shows because it was pretty similar in genre, but still a little bit different, a little bit more accessible." My prior band was more leaning more towards like the death metal side
Oh,
of
wow. Okay.
of things, where Terraform is definitely a little bit more refined, a little cleaner, a little bit more genty, but still, a beast all on its own. But yeah, so it just so happened that as soon as I got back from that tour, the band that I was in ended.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, it ended. So I was like, well, I'm still wanting to play music, and the gentleman that helped us change our tire, he's like, "Hey, we're looking for a vocalist. Would you be interested in playing in this band?" I was like, "I've already heard your guys' music from when you were changing my tire. I would love to be in this band." And so I did a tryout, and the gentleman that was in that introduced me to the band, he's not in it anymore. It was definitely a very mutual split. He just wanted to do some other stuff. That's just life. That's kind of how
Yes.
it happens
Of course.
sometimes. And we were all friends before that, so obviously we were still trying to be really supportive of what it was that he wanted to do as well. But yeah, he got me in the band, and that was kind of the beginning. Like they already kind of had a few members put together, the drummer and both of the guitarists, and then the bass player from my old band and I kind of just got absorbed into that new one, basically, but yeah, that's kind of how it started, and that was definitely a little while ago. That was That was let me see here. We released our debut EP in 2014.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
I think it was 2013. Yeah, formed in mid 2013 is
Well,
sorry, I actually have some notes prepared for this
there
interview.
you go.
Yeah, I wanted to be on the ball for you guys tonight.
That's awesome. Well, yeah, because I did see like on your page you had like multiple states, and I mean I have heard of bands like forming from outside of other states. Notably, I know like Sleeping with Sirens initially was like all over the place. They had like people in like New York State and like all over the place
Yeah.
before they formed. So that's nothing new, but I thought that was definitely something interesting and cool, and I like that story because I'm pretty sure I'll never hear anything like that for a long time. So
I
definitely,
like to think it's pretty unique.
it is absolutely
I like
unique.
to
I
think it's
like just some guy randomly like changing your tire, and he's like, "Hey, you want to join a band?" That's kind of
Yeah, well, like we knew him beforehand.
yeah,
He wasn't a random guy, but like I didn't know I was gonna be introduced to
yes,
basically the next I mean that was the next few years of my life. That's like the next 4 years was introduced to me right then and there when we were changing a tire, and I didn't even realize it at that time. And that, I mean, but that's kind of how life works, I guess. You know, you never really even know like what was an opportunity or like when that opportunity originated for you. So I guess stay open to things. I guess that's the lesson of that one.
it's the same thing with this interview because like I messaged somebody from Terraform on Reddit, or they
Yeah, that
sent
was
me
me.
that was you. So then you're
Yeah.
like, "Yo, you want to do an interview?" And I was like, "Absolutely," because I love checking out Reddit. They always have like the up and coming bands, so I always love checking out Reddit. But
Oh man, Reddit is just a whole nother conversation in itself. That's quite a place.
there we go. But next question is, what are some favorite venues that you've either played with your previous band or just local venues around near you that you like going to see shows at?
Well, with Terraform, I've definitely gotten to do. It's been a vessel to do more.
Yes.
Uh, it's been much more serious, and it. I mean, within the first year of Terraform, we were already doing stuff that was 4 years into work for my previous band,
Oh
and
wow.
I like to think that was, you know, being a little bit more selective on the musicians that are involved in the project
Absolutely.
and just learning, you know, just learning from your previous projects. But some of my favorite venues are from around this area, but I've gotten to play a lot more and have a lot more variety because of playing this band. But I mean, hometown shows are always great.
Certainly.
Um, I mean, it doesn't even have to be the best venue, but just having that hometown vibe. But I guess like with buildings specifically, the warehouse in La Crosse, Wisconsin
Oh nice. Yes.
is kind of a legendary venue around here. It's been around for a really long time, and the owner works really hard at making sure it's a an all ages venue when you know, not it's you could take the easy way out and get a liquor license and start selling alcohol. And
Yes.
I have nothing against that, but it is truly a place for like fostering younger musicians, and that's important to us as a band. You know, we want to make sure that kids are definitely getting like the right upbringing and getting into metal and music, all types of music actually.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've actually heard about that place. I don't know if you know this guy that's kind of in the area. He used to be in this band called To Paint with Fire. I know they're local to that Wisconsin scene,
I bet
but
I know what this
but
person's name
but
is.
Matt Zygan, he was like talking about that place as well, and he likes that because he's from La Crosse as well. So shout outs to Matt. I
Where are
haven't
you
talked.
from?
I am from New Jersey, so I'm not even remotely close. But
Oh, okay. We played in New Jersey. Our last tour for the first time.
where'd you play
Um,
in New Jersey, if you don't mind
we
me asking?
No, I don't mind at all. Let me just check here real quick. Uh, Trenton, New Jersey.
Oh
Can't be too
wow.
far.
Yeah, I know exactly where that's at. I go to that like for local shows all the time. So
Nice.
maybe we did cross paths inevitably, but who knows?
We we might have, but definitely for sure next time.
Yes, absolutely, without a doubt. But my next question, man, what are some of your musical influences?
Ah, this is honestly the hardest question ever, just because. Don't get me wrong, I listen to a ton of metal. I try, even if it's something that I'm not like a super big fan of, I still
Yes.
try to listen to it all, which is a nearly impossible task. And then, let alone you try to do that, incorporate other genres, and it's even more impossible. But man, that new Childish Gambino record,
Ooh, yes.
so good, man. The man is a lyrical genius, and I can definitely, as somebody who really strives to have quality lyrical content, I can definitely appreciate that, and just like the showmanship of Donald Glover's kind of outrageously amazing as well. Just like so talented in so many different things. So I like that. You know, no, I'm not going to talk about what I don't like. I'm just going to talk about what I do like. It's too easy to start to be like, I don't know, I don't want to do that. I really like. There's a band from Minneapolis, Minnesota that we're good friends with. Uh, they just put out a record recently called Roads of Glass.
Okay.
I'm not sure. You should check those guys out.
I will.
They kind of like it's kind of like gent combined with like trap almost.
Okay. Okay.
It's interesting,
Okay.
but yeah, give it a jam. It's called Dead King Act 2,
Ooh, okay. Okay.
and yeah, it's good though. But I've also been listening to Band of Horses a lot
Ooh, nice.
lately.
Okay. Yes.
I like more of like the singer songwriter folk stuff. Again, probably just mainly because a lot of the lyrical content is like, I mean, it's a lot easier to distinguish than
Yes.
metal. Like even being around metal for so long, you kind of develop an ear for it,
Yes.
and you can
Yes.
kind of like pick out certain words and things like that. But like, I mean, it doesn't get any easier than like folk music, and I feel like if I were to ever play a different genre,
It'd be folk.
that's like, yeah, 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 I would be like the guy like with just the
Like a
guitar.
Mumford and Sons sort of guy, just like playing that
Yeah, but it would
acoustic.
be kind of in a bar that nobody like really knows about. And like somebody would be like, "Didn't that guy used to play in a gent band?" And like I would look way different at that point. But my tattoo, you could still kind of
You would
tell from
still
my
recognize you.
tattoos that it was me. And then they'd be like, "I don't know, like it kind of looks like him." And they'd be like, never mind, they go about their business.
That's quite a difference of a
It's an opposite
just an
life.
opposite life. There you go.
You're in a
Uh,
in a
but
parallel universe.
there you go.
That's what happened.
There you go. I also like when, especially metal bands, like other genres. I know that's kind of, I guess, common, but I definitely like when they like to like just obscure sort of genres that don't even like remotely relate to metal or whatever, because I feel like they just add that sort of new element that like a lot of bands don't have or something like that. So I mean, it's definitely cool that you like folk. I mean, I'm haven't really gotten on the folk train, but maybe I might have to
What do you
start
like?
now. I'm a big fan. I really started out with like screamo and like post-hardcore, so bands like Seosin, Silverstein, stuff like that. I grew up with that sort of thing.
Do you ever listen to Lead Singer Syndrome podcast?
Yes, I do.
Type,
Absolutely. He's
type.
Shane Told's like one of my favorites. One of the guys that I used to do a podcast with. He just loves Silverstein, so every time we go, every time they're playing, especially like Warp Tour, I always try to make my way out to go see them because they've been around for so long and they're just a killer band. So definitely started out with like post hardcore, that sort of a thing, and then I moved on to like metalcore, like gent. Trying to think what else. A lot of like experimental rock, so bands like one of my favorite bands of all time is like Artifex Pareo. They're just ridiculous. Still one of my favorite bands of all time, and like I the Mighty. Trying to think who else. definitely those two bands are like always on the just the listening sphere for me. So I'm kind of all over the place, I'd say, and I like to have variety. I love that you mentioned Childish Gambino. That's like one of my favorite artists as well. Just like because of the internet's like a beautiful album, and his new album's awesome too. But I
It's so
definitely
different. It's so different, but dude. It took me a couple listens.
I agree. I agree. It took me a couple listens, but I'm definitely on the Gambino train for sure. Especially with the new album, and then I've been listening to a lot of John Mayer. The Search for Everything is just John Mayer is just a quintessential classic artist for me. I don't think I'll ever get tired of him.
Dude, you can't hate the guy. It's
Exactly.
possible.
But definitely that's some of the things that I've been listening to. But my next question, man, if you could pick a song to cover, what song would it be?
Oh God, I don't know. uh, something by Led Zeppelin
Ooh, okay, okay.
because it's like I feel like Led Zeppelin was like kind of like that band that started like started like probably doing psychedelics and things like that, having more like gent type lyrical content
Oh,
before
absolutely.
like and still like kind of metal.
Yes.
Because like there's like stuff like in the 70s, but like I don't know how that would. I feel like that would be even more difficult to try to cover than like something like Led Zeppelin. But like we'd have to like metal the shit out of it,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like you guys could do it. You
That's a
could
hard question,
I
man. Why are you coming at me like that?
I'm sorry, man. These are I gotta go. I gotta hit the
Get
people
right
with
to
what
the
they.
core.
I need to hit the people with what they want and what they want to know about. So I'm definitely
Good,
trying to get on
good.
that. So then they can just.
Groundbreaking journalism.
So then they can just spam your page and be like, Terraform. I thought you were doing a Led Zeppelin track. Come on, what's going on with that? There we go. Boom. Marketing. Marketing. I'm out
Yeah,
of here. It's over with.
I did post on my Facebook that I was doing this interview tonight, and one of my friends suggested to for me to use this time to just talk about how my home cooked breakfast game is just on point, and all the different breakfast options that I
But
can
how,
offer you.
like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how on point is it, though?
Hey, I mean,
Like, what did you make
I've made some
recently?
breakfasts in my day.
Like, what did you make recently that you were just like, ooh, this is so good?
Um, I don't know. I like doing like different kind of omelets,
Ooh, okay,
and
okay.
I don't know. Maybe I feel like my breakfast game may be at more on point, not because of my choice of meal, but sometimes like you buy a bunch of things to make different meals throughout the week,
I know.
and like sometimes you're just left with like, oh, I have like a little bit of like mushrooms and like a little bit of mozzarella cheese, and then I have like some bacon left over that I made jalapeno poppers
Ooh,
earlier this week
there you go.
left, and then maybe I'll just kind of make that into one omelet sort of situation, and magic
Listen,
happens.
you're speaking my language, buddy. I also cook, so I know I'm on that game. So maybe you might be testing my wills of breakfast cuisine. You know.
Yeah, I have to get your Instagram information so that way I can start following you and see if you post
I
any
I
breakfast.
used honestly I used to post a lot on my personal Instagram page, but I've been slacking because I use the Instagram page for this channel. So
Oh, okay,
you have to
okay.
like sign in and out of both accounts, and I was just like, that's a load of shit. I can't do that.
You've merged the entities at this point.
But
You've become one.
I could post more on Facebook though. So maybe I might do that. So in the
Right.
future, for you, just for you, I'll just be like, yo,
I'm watching.
here's what I cook, bro. And then they're
I'm
just
looking. I'm lurking.
all right, guys. So the next question I got for you is if you could collaborate with somebody, who would you want to collaborate with?
Um, I'd really, if I could collaborate with anybody, it would first and foremost, it would have to be a vocalist, just because we would speak the same language, and I would be able to learn most from it. I want to do a collaboration where I could walk away with like really feeling like I've like went up to that next level because of the work that I just did with this person, for my next time. I want to carry that forever. So I don't know, man. I really think, as far as like vocal performance, I think right now I would say, maybe Anthony from After the Burial.
Ooh, okay, okay.
Dude, he's just so clean, and his lyrics are just on point. It's just edgy. Like that latest release was just
Yes.
edgy and catchy enough to like really bring that band to the next level. And like that's something that's like bands like us emulate. Um, I like, the clean vocal style of, Vela Maya's
Ooh,
new
yes,
vocalist,
yes.
Lucas,
Lucas, yeah, he's killer.
fellow Wisconsinite.
Hell yeah.
And I would really like to learn from him. That would be cool. We're from the same place.
Ooh,
Maybe one day that could happen.
Lucas,
I would def
if you're
I would
watching
post
this,
I would post about that on my Instagram if that were to happen.
there you go, there you go. Lucas, if you're watching this somehow, if you somehow found this, you're just scouring the YouTubes
Lucas,
and
is
you're
that you?
if he was
What are
just
you doing over there?
if he's watching this, yo, go hit up my man in Terraform. You know you want to, so I got you. Anyway,
Thanks, man.
next question, man. If you could play another musical instrument besides the one you play now, obviously you do vocals. What would it be and why?
I would like to be, uh, a proficient didgeridoo player. I think that would be. Do you hear it though?
Yeah. Yo, I'm expecting some didgeridoo on that next Terraform record. I need it.
It's gonna get tribal.
It's got to get wild. You know what I'm saying? You
It's
gotta
gonna get
merge.
tribal
You gotta
and
merge that
primal.
childish Gambino Redbone feeling into the next Terraform record. That's what I'm
You can't
expecting now.
you can't emulate Gambino.
I think you can come close. I got faith in you.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
No
It's
problem.
flattering. You'll be blushing.
All right, man. Next question. Another fun question. If you could be a video game character, who would you be?
Oh, I love playing video games, so that's a great question. I think I would definitely have to be, a character that has, a pretty epic single player story.
There you go.
Um, you know, man, I think I would want to be maybe my character in, any of the Elder Scrolls games.
Ooh, ooh.
Because
There you
I'm
go.
always doing, because you always make your guy do some pretty, or
Crazy
girl or
shit.
whatever. Your Khajiit, your what, I forget the the reptilian folk, but Khajiit's one of my favorite.
There you go. Maybe you could be a Khajiit then.
Khajiit and, Khajiit hero. I don't know. Link.
Ooh, yeah.
Any
There you go.
character like that where you've really like where you're a character of lore. People tell legends about you. Carve your story into stone.
There you go. Terraform. That's carving your name. No, I don't even know where I was getting at with that. But anyway, next question, man. In your opinion, who puts on a great live show and a favorite show that you've been to?
Most recently, I mean, I've been so fortunate to see so many bands, um, tons of great local bands that are just grinding super hard, and just really breaking their backs to have at shows with like 10 to 15 people, just to really give it their all. And for a lot of reasons, those are probably my favorite shows. because you really see how hard some of these guys are working out here,
Absolutely.
and hopefully people can see how hard we're working when they come to see us, or if they come to see us. Um, but as far as like national acts, I just went and saw Periphery, Norma
Ooh,
Jean, and the Contortionist with Infinity Shred,
nice.
and man, I've never seen Periphery before, and wow, those guys are just on another level. Holy smokes! It was a great show. They had like all the lights now. They're rock stars
Yeah,
now.
they are rock stars, without a doubt.
Yeah. So that was what I don't know. That was a good one. Warp tour that I've had a chance to go to. I've been to like almost every Warp tour since 2007. Unless there's a couple years that I missed because I was on tour myself.
Oh, there you go.
But I feel like that's acceptable. You know,
That's
if
an
that
that's an acceptable excuse to miss Warp Tour is when your own band is on tour.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that's literally the only one. I've thought about this. That's literally the only excuse to ever miss like a Warp Tour in your area.
there you go, there you go. I totally agree with you. I've been going probably around the same time, so we might even be the same age. So
Nate, how old
that
are you?
I am 24.
Nice. Okay, I'm a little bit older than you. I'm 28.
Oh, there you go, there you go. So I've been going for probably just as long as you have since.
Yeah, you just
So,
got into the scene sooner than me, man.
there you go.
You're an OG now.
I am a little bit of an OG, even though I'm a youngin a little bit, I guess. I don't even know. Really, I'm not. But
Scrappy.
anyway, next question, man. If you could compile a dream tour, who would be on it?
uh, every band I look up to plus Terraform.
That's very nondescript, but I'm gonna let you.
It's a crazy tour, man. It's a
It's just gonna
crazy
be a
tour.
festival. It's gonna be the Terraform Festival.
Yeah. Yes.
There we go. There we go.
I'm into it.
Just
You're
go
not
on his.
limiting. You're
Just
not gonna
go.
limit me with my answer, right? I feel like
You're just gonna do what you want. It's just gonna be whatever. You're just gonna be like, just check out my Facebook page. All the bands that I like, those are all the bands that I just want to have on my Terraform festival.
right. And then I'll be like, hey, is there a band on here that you think I might like? Let me know. I'll get them on here.
There you go. There you go. Just hit them up. You know what's going on.
Right.
Um,
But in all seriousness, no, I'll say um, like supporting Meshuggah in any capacity.
so
That would
like
be
that. So are you talking about like that Megadeth tour with Meshuggah and like Tesseract?
Tesseract.
Ooh.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
I think you could. I think you could make it on. You'll do it justice. I feel.
Thanks, dude. You're so nice. Thank you. Thank you very
There you
much. I
go.
appreciate
That's the next tour you'll be on.
that.
It's a Tesseract and Meshuggah tour. There we go. All right, man. Next question. Favorite TV show, favorite movie.
I didn't know we could be getting so personal.
Yeah, we're getting personal.
Um,
I wanna know about you guys, you know, on that
dude,
personal level.
I feel like Terraform as a whole is we're critics.
Ooh, okay, okay, okay.
We're critics. You can't just throw anything up on the screen and expect us to be impressed. We when we were last on tour, Arrival just came out,
Ooh, okay. Yes.
and I thought sorry about that.
That's all
I
right.
thought that was an exceptionally good film. I'm a big fan of Marvel.
Yes.
I think their movies are super fun, good popcorn flicks, but
Absolutely.
obviously not, you know, it's not gonna make your brain work too hard.
I agree. It's
It's
just up
fun.
in front, you know what you're getting. When you sign
Yeah.
up for a Marvel movie, you know what type of movie you're gonna be getting.
Yeah, yeah. There's gonna be some plot holes. It's okay.
Yeah.
Look past it.
You are very much a critic. That's a critic move right there. Is like when you're like exposing the plot holes. I feel you though.
Right, right. But I don't know. I think we're big fans of Game of Thrones. I
Ooh,
think
okay.
everybody is right. Everybody's a big fan of Game of Thrones, right?
I mean, come on, yeah, Game of Thrones.
yeah. So we're all waiting. We're all awaiting the is it? It's not quite the conclusion, but it's getting there.
Yes, yes.
It's getting to the conclusion of Game of Thrones. Um, but yeah, we're awaiting that. That's a good show. Legion on FX was good. Un- I mean, coincidentally a Marvel property, but still great TV. What else have we been watching? I don't know. I've been writing a lot of songs.
There you
Trying to
go.
write, I've been trying to write a lot of lyrics. So basically, it's been going to. I work at a tattoo shop,
Oh, nice. Okay.
so I run the front of a tattoo shop to writing or rehearsing to playing a little bit of Battlefield One
Ooh,
and
there you go.
making and hanging out with my girlfriend and my dog and making sure they don't leave me. If I if I
Wow,
don't
that
give them
that
if I don't
really.
give them time, they'll both walk out of
I
here.
mean, you said we weren't getting personal. Now we are. So
I
this
know. Here we
now
go.
I've opened the doors. I've opened the floodgates of Terraform. Now you need to. Now you know everything about Terra. Well, you don't maybe not know everything, but now you know a
But you
little.
know a little bit.
Know a little bit. So there you
You know,
go. A little tasting. You know.
right.
So my next question, man. If you could only listen to one album for a month straight, what album would it be?
I feel like that's kind of how I digest music.
There you go. So
So, like anything that I listen to, I kind of like I try to give it its fair shake, and
there you
jam it
go.
for a while
I
and
appreciate that.
find the gems. Um, so yeah, I would say everything I kind of listen like that. Uh, but like I'll like when something new comes out, I'll try it but then I'll be like, all right, I'm still listening to this for a little while, and then I'll work in that new stuff into my rotation.
There you go. There you go. Is there any that you that's in your rotation now that you're just like this is a gem? I like this one.
Um, that new North Lane.
Ooh, okay,
I've been listening to that quite a bit.
okay.
But other than that, I've been listening to. I went back and I've been listening to quite a bit of Action Bronson.
Ooh, nice. I like that. I like that choice. Very
Mm.
diverse. North Lane and you got Action Bronson. So I
That's
appreciate the diversity. You're just
how it goes.
you're just a diverse guy. I just that's what I'm thinking right now.
I'm trying. Life's too life's too vast to just
Pick nitpick
settle on
on
one
one
thing.
thing. You just gotta go for it all. That's why I have multiple bands with multiple genres because I just love music. So trying to get everyone into the mix. But my
Hell yeah!
last question is tell them about your band, where they can find you at, and just anything coming up in the next couple months.
Oh, the plug section.
There you
All
go.
right. Um, we are actually the only active Terraform now. There used
There
to
you
be
go.
a Terraform UK, but they've recently threw in the towel. They were nice guys. They were nice guys, but you could find us, the one and only Terraform, Terraform US on Facebook or facebook.com/Terraform US.
There you go.
Instagram at Terraform US.
There you go.
US, of course, the abbreviation for America, United States. Um, uh, our Twitter is also the same thing at Terraform US. We have two shows this month, both shows supporting traders
Ooh,
um,
yes.
on their farewell tour for Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and Omaha, Nebraska.
There you go.
Um, we're very fortunate to be called upon by those promoters from those areas to send those boys off with a very memorable show. So we're going to try to do our best to make sure we do that. Other than that, we have an EP. We have two EPs on iTunes. Dream Construct is our first EP, and our more recent EP is called Zenith.
There you go.
Um, and yeah, if you want to check us out, that's probably the best way to do it. Otherwise, you can find us on basically any other music market that you could possibly think of, even Xbox Live.
There you go.
I've checked. When they told us we were on Xbox Live, I didn't believe it. And there's two guys with like in all of the shows that we've played, two guys came up to us after a show and like, we found you guys on Xbox.
Ooh, there you
I was
go.
like, yeah, thank you Xbox.
There you go. There you
Doing
go.
us a solid. But yeah, you can find us all there, and we're working on a full length record right now. It's our first one. We're doing it all of we're doing it all ourselves. We don't have a record label or any sort of major funding, so we're all working jobs to try to be able to pay this thing, and also try to be as creative as possible while we're working these jobs. And as I'm sure you know, it's not
Yes.
necessarily the easiest thing to just get home from working a long day and just be like, all right, it's time to be creative and do some art. And,
Yes.
but we're really trying, and we're really happy with everything that we've tracked so far.
There you go. There you go. Well, definitely go check out Terraform. They're an awesome band. I want to give a shout out to Reddit Gent version, whatever the hell you want to call it. Those.
R/Gent,
There you
right?
go. There you go. Well,
Or was
Reddit's
it was it Gentleman's?
the gentleman's, yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
one of
anyway,
those.
definitely go check Terraform out. They are an awesome band. I checked out a few tracks, and I was like, this is delicious. I like it. So definitely go check them out. I'll leave links in the description where you can find out all of their music, social media. Make sure to give them a like. Make sure to give them a subscribe. Make sure to give them a follow. Whatever you want to do, definitely go check these guys out. Go support them.
Thank you.
This is what the channel is about. So go hit them up with some support. And if you enjoy what we do and you enjoyed the interview, make sure to hit that thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subscribe as well. It goes a long way. So thank you, man, for being on. It's been a pleasure
No,
chatting with you.
yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe are we friends now?
Yes, we are.
All right.
It's only official when it's on Facebook, though.
All right, all right, all right, all right. You got it.
And then anytime you're out in Jersey, definitely come say what's up. I would love to hang out with you guys and chat more. But definitely go check out Terraform in the description, as I already mentioned. And if you enjoy us a lot and you think that we're cool people, or you think I'm a cool person, definitely pick up some merch from the merch store. Try not to plug it, but I
I'm getting
mean,
some.
if you want
I'm
to
getting some.
if you want to support me, that would bless. Just
I need a new hoodie.
there you go. Well, thank you so much for checking Terraform out. Thank you for checking out this interview, and we'll be talking with you soon. Peace. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, of course. If you enjoy what we do, make sure to go check out the other series we do. We do album reviews, we do band interviews, and we do live videos, so definitely go check that out. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps our channel, helps us grow. Make sure to hit that like button as well. Go follow us on social media. That's all down below. We try to keep that as updated as possible. We also made a new website where we'll be posting photos of upcoming concerts and stuff like that, which you can go check out at audioaddictionmedia.com and come get your fix with us, guys. Talk to you later. Deuces.